You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts Jay Hove, Jeff, and Weezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am Jay Hove.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy's in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man, we back, man.
Hey, welcome back, buddy.
Stripping, but we back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we back, man. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Jeff.
Camera's always
Camera's
on,
definitely
bro.
always on, man. Y'all follow me on IG. If I let you in the kingdom, I definitely tore my Achilles. Had to miss a week. Shout out to cameraman, held it down. But yeah, man. Shout out to AB stepping in.
Shout out to AB, man.
Yeah, y'all had a full smash up without me.
I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's all good.
Did you watch the match? Show was cool, man.
Match up was cool, man.
Match
Shout
up
out
was
to
fun.
everybody that showed up for sure.
Fun time.
Where my t-shirt at though?
They said,
They said what they say, Weezy? Tell me what they said. Cause I know you gonna keep it real with me.
nah, I can't.
What they say?
They told me to start running my mouth like
Man,
that.
Yeah.
Look, man. We had a good show.
Yeah.
Show.
We had a great turnout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
People fought through the rain.
Yeah,
You know, we glad they showed up.
Most
You know, we
definitely.
got to do it again sometime.
yeah.
We're
Soon.
going to have somebody watching the shirts a little bit.
They better.
Because some shirts came, you know.
Yes, they were missing.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, for sure. I still don't have mine.
It's just yours, though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Everybody got shirts of you.
Yeah,
I mean,
Hey,
it's a good
it's been a
time.
good show though.
yeah, nah, most definitely.
We showed up.
Weezy showed up.
Yeah, we
Showed up and showed out for
Yeah,
sure.
he didn't want to stay up there with me though. He made me handle the FSP part by myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Weezy.
Yeah,
Weezy,
he left me out there.
I was there.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Speaking of Weezy, what we got up on the show today, Weezy?
We are analyzing the best NBA draft classes since 2003, man.
Most definitely, FSP
FSP
side.
side, man.
Most definitely, man.
My
In
goodness.
That was
unison, right?
yeah, nah, most
like
definitely.
that.
Yeah, man. Miss y'all, man.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah,
Good to have you
man.
back, bro.
Yeah, most definitely. What's your best of the week, Jeff?
Oh man, WNBA back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that.
Yeah,
Good
we're sharing
basketball.
that.
Yeah,
Most
good
definitely,
basketball.
man.
Got to see Diana Taurasi hit her 1,000th career 3-pointer on opening night.
Yeah.
You know, today is WNBA Day on Twitter.
Yeah.
Links versus Sparks.
Yeah, man. It's
Let's
lit
do
up.
it. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Good luck,
My girl.
Good luck.
My girl Kia Nurse. She plays for the Liberty.
Shout out to
And you
Kid
got the
Nurse.
Las Vegas Aces, who has
Yeah.
Kelsey Plum, Asia
Yeah.
Wilson.
Yeah.
It's going to be an exciting year in the WNBA.
Yeah.
Shout out to Lisa Clark. She still play for Seattle.
Alicia Carr, plays for Seattle Storm.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Good luck.
I know you don't watch Weezy, so Jeff, who do you have winning it all this year?
I want the three-peat match.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
For sure.
round 3. Links
Round
versus
3.
Sparks. They already playing. The Sparks had to watch the Links ring ceremony
Ooh.
practice in their practice.
Ooh.
That's slow down, bro.
It's tough.
That's slow down.
It's tough to watch.
I
for
can't
sure.
wait.
But you
Yeah.
got Simone Augustus, you got Lindsey Whalen,
It's gonna be a great season, man.
who just took the Minnesota head coaching job, basketball, women's basketball.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna ride off into the sunset. I got Minnesota winning it all.
Yeah. Okay.
For
Solid.
sure.
Solid.
Yeah. Worst of the week. Well, my bad, Weezy. What's your best of the week?
My best of the week
Yeah.
is I got 2 little cousins graduating today, man.
Hey.
One from Pearl Con, one from Glen Cliff, man.
Yeah. Cold-pride. Yeah.
Cold-pride.
Good cold-pride.
We can go crazy.
You know, big cookout today, cookout tonight.
Yeah.
Shout out
For
to
sure.
them, man.
You finna go kick it, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out a little bit.
That's what's up, man. As you should, most definitely. What's your worst of the week, Jeff?
Oh, man. Wasted so many years.
Mm.
Complaining about Braun, saying he wasn't clutch.
Yeah.
Comparing to Mike.
Yeah.
15 years. Wasted too much time. Like, I'm not saying he's the GOAT or nothing like that. But I should have appreciated him more.
Oh,
We never appreciate
We
it.
never appreciate LeBron.
I did.
Yeah. I mean, you're a fan.
Yeah,
I understand it.
Fans appreciate it.
But I wasted too much time trying to find a negative in dude's game.
It's a lot of it.
Can you second that? Can you
but-
second that?
Nah.
But we should have appreciated dude a lot more.
You can't
Yeah,
say
for sure. I
15
can't say that we
15
should
years,
appreciate
the way he gets down the court, he still
Yeah.
can do what he does athletically, man. We've never seen that.
Come on,
We've never
see-
seen that before.
Most definitely.
At year 15.
Y'all seen the dunks he was doing yesterday, right?
Good
Yeah,
gracious.
nah, he's doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he can win dunk contest right now.
No, he can't. That's not true.
I mean, no one's doing anything that otherworldly
I mean,
on
nah,
the dunk contest this year.
he not. He not winning those.
Well, he's not going to get in there.
Yeah, he ain't got time.
Yeah.
My worst of the week, man, was the woman that took a shit on the floor
Yo, I
and
didn't want
threw
to talk
it
about
at
this.
the employee at Tim Hortons. Y'all didn't see that?
Tim
Hortons is good for
Hold on. Let me know both sides of the story.
So,
What
okay,
happened?
so a woman walked into Tim Hortons, and clearly they were having an exchange. I've never wanted sound on a video more than I wanted sound right there.
What took you to that point?
Man, she was big mad.
Yeah.
Ooh, she was mad. But so she got so mad that she dropped her pants and then dropped the deuce right on the floor.
Gracious.
Then it gets worse. She picked up the feces for sure.
With her hand?
With her hand and threw it at the staff, dude.
Oh yeah, we're a bit better.
For sure. She did wipe her hand a little bit, you know what I mean, with napkins.
Yeah.
But she got arrested in the parking lot, and prosecutors are still deciding if they're going to press charges. But
What are the charges?
what are the charges? Indecent exposure?
Yeah, they need
You
lock
can't
up.
shit in the park.
can't
Shit in public, dude.
They need lock up with Nate Johnson.
Yeah.
For real.
Nate Johnson. What's it?
All right,
Big Nate. Let me get out of here. What's wrong with Big Nate?
Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course, the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just simply search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and Spike Lee each and every Wednesday. This week's show is the Singing Rappers episode.
Yeah.
That's in your wheelhouse,
Yeah,
right?
I'm sure that's all you want to do is listen to singing rap.
Nah, I don't know about that. Good music.
Yeah, for sure.
Good music.
Sway Lee was singing
Sway
rap.
Lee, that's my boy. Sway Lee.
Slim Jim got the better album of the two albums, though.
For sure, but who's better?
Slim Jim's album's better.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Is it?
Slim Jim got a better album.
Yeah. Surprisingly, though.
Surprising.
Yeah.
The Ladies Room podcast. You can check out Rizzo and Anne-Marie to find out what the ladies are really talking about in the Ladies Room. Their latest episode is up. Legacy. And you can catch up on past episodes and follow the Ladies Room podcast on IG and Facebook. One time for Coach Locke.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies, most definitely, man. Fresh for Dummies, me and my dog Animal Brown. It's a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. You can catch our latest issue, What to Rock Festivals Edition 2018. It's up right now, directly for the culture. Follow our IG page at Fresh for Dummies. Simply search Fresh for Dummies on all your social media. And also go on the YouTube channel, check out COD Live. Hella episodes up right now. Easy to find on youtube.com/realdeal.
Man, real quick, I want to say, I agree with you.
Yeah.
You said never going to an open
Yeah.
open arena concert again.
Never again.
Nah, man, you ruin your sneakers.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm never doing that.
Nah, man, I went to see Drake in Atlanta one time.
Yeah. Rained
Mud
out.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you drove
What
all the way
shoes you
down.
have on, Jeff?
Man, I had the Concours on. Yeah, that was bad.
Smoked out.
It's dumb.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Ooh.
It's bad.
Yeah, I'm just
No,
not.
I told a lie. No, I
What's
did
that?
not. I had on the white and red sixes. White and red sixes from a while back.
Carmine sixes
Yeah.
with the red toe.
Yeah.
Oof.
Done for.
Yeah, that wasn't.
It was a bad idea.
Yeah, it was
It's
very bad.
horrible. I didn't know the arena. My dumb boy just bought a ticket. And
You gotta
drove
know the
down.
room.
I didn't know it.
Yeah. Was you in the festivals?
Yeah, I like festivals.
Yeah.
I don't
He's
know
definitely
about
going to Bonnaroo.
You
it.
definitely-
Nah, I never. Never been to Bonnaroo.
You can read up on your favorite FSP co-host.
I just got you messed up like
Man,
that.
down bad out here, man. Purchase your FSP merchandise. New merch on the way. Catch up on past episodes from the other shows we just mentioned, and much, much more. How do you do that, you ask Weezy? Just simply search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real. RMG!
RMG, most definitely. Jeff,
Yes, sir.
10 good wrestling seconds.
We're going to do what we can.
Let's go.
All right, man. It's a slow week this week. WWE is positioning itself for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view coming up in roughly a month and a half. So it's going slow right now. The main thing coming out this week is Ric Flair was having to be pulled from scheduled live appearances due to an unforeseen illness.
That don't never sound
It
good.
don't sound good.
Yeah.
And the video they posted, definitely sounded a little under the influence. But, you know, if you've been following Flair the last couple of months, you know, he had to give up drinking because said he wasn't doing too good health-wise. So I'm hoping he has to get back on the bottle, man. We want to keep Flair around as long as we can.
You gotta keep him.
Yeah, gotta
Flair
keep.
gotta chill, man.
Man, he gotta stop being a limousine riding guy, man. You know, I don't know.
He don't know it's over with, do
Nah, Flair's never over with. Flair's party's still going.
Nah, the party's still going.
It's still
Nah,
going.
you better know it. Let's take the rest of the
Yes, sir. Ain't no problem.
Question of the week, man.
Oh.
What would you do for an annual salary of $1 million? Cameraman, you down for this one? Check it out. Number one, would you live in a trailer park full of neo-Nazis? Number two, lick a subway pole every day.
What's the subway pole?
Like if you know, transit. No, like a pole in a.
The
like,
one that people hold on to.
Yeah, they hold on to.
Oh, no. Okay.
Or in our city, it would be the MTA bus.
MTA bus.
Yeah.
One that people stand up to keep
sure.
their balance.
Yeah, okay. Number 3, live your everyday life dressed up as Chewbacca. And it's not a gorilla. And last but not least,
Definitely Chewbacca.
wear a Make America Great Again hat every day. What would you do?
I can't wear that. That's the culture.
This might be the toughest one.
Yeah, man. Chewbacca in the summer though?
Chewbacca every day.
Whew. In the winter, you might be winning.
Yeah, you might be winning. It's still gonna be hot.
In the summer.
I Lowe's. I ain't wearing I didn't wear Chewbacca shirt every day. I ain't wearing that.
It's not a shirt.
It's
a full costume.
I ain't wearing a costume.
Yeah.
I ain't wearing that. I can't wear the Make a Great Again hat.
Yeah.
As against my standards.
Yeah.
I
don't got no shoes to go with that.
I can't get the subway pole. I get sick.
Yeah, most
every
of
day. Guess I gotta live with the Nazis.
I can make a friend with anybody, I think.
Yeah, right. Come on.
You know, you tell the whole thing. I'm just gonna go to my house and say nothing. Go to
Yeah,
sleep.
right. I know. Yeah, all right. Gonna smoke you out of that one.
I'm not talking nobody. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
My mom
Gonna pull up on you. All right.
Nah, man. Pause for the culture, though.
Yeah.
I'm about to take the poll. Pause for the culture again.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, I'm not living with them Nazis.
I can't live with the neo
I can't wear the hat.
You wearing a hat? Oh,
Yeah.
Now we know.
Cameraman. Yeah.
Now I'm trying to tell y'all now.
Cameraman said he'll wear a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell y'all when it go down, we can't count on him. I'm trying to tell you.
Now, tweet us with questions during the show. What am I doing?
Yeah, what you got?
I might just have to work my regular job, man.
Can you do nothing?
I can't do nothing. But
Nah, you gotta pick
if
one.
I have to pick one,
The poll.
pause.
Nah, you ain't looking at
I ain't looking to Paul.
One good. Oh man, I gotta stop that.
Yeah, you just stop.
Yeah.
I have to go to the trailer park. Dog. It's gonna be rough.
You got to fight.
You got to fight
all your life.
all your life to get that $1 million.
It's gonna be worth it.
Now, tweet us with questions during the show at Full Sport. First, don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. On the iTunes page, please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend, man, that had surgery, man.
Yeah. To bounce back off that surgery.
Bounce back for sure.
Yeah.
I got that scooter, boy. That thing go 40. I'm doing it. That thing fast, boy. No, for real. I'm dead ass. I'm telling you. Hey,
for you walk.
Hey, no, for sure. I'm heavy on the brakes. You hear me? Man, I'm heavy on the brakes. Hey. Man, Revolution will be podcasting most definitely. Before we get started, the first half, you got a poll question for the listeners' week.
Yes, sir.
This
week's poll question is: who was your early pick for 2018 WNBA MVP?
This should be Rich.
Whatever her name. I'm going with Brittany Griner, Phoenix Mercury. Brianna Stewart.
Okay.
Seattle Storm.
Yeah.
Maya Moore. Minnesota Lynx.
And the first one was Nneka Agwumake.
Yeah.
With the LA Sparks. Most
I thought we were going to do it like that. I wasn't going to do it like that.
Yeah. No, most definitely. My early pick for MVP, I'm going with Brianna Stewart, man. Stewie, man. I think Stewie's going. This is her year.
Okay.
I think she's going to get in her bag. I got Seattle actually going far in the playoffs. So
I got Brittany.
You got Brittany Griner. BG could have won it last year. She missed those 8 games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Maya Moore.
Yeah.
Just because she Maya Moore.
Yeah, she won in 2014. So.
Shout out to Weezy.
Shout out to Weezy. You ain't watching the game one.
I ain't watched the fight since she was UConn. But
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah, shout out to Maya Moore. Most definitely.
Man. You watch the WNBA, man.
Yeah, man. Watch it, man. She said this. The only people that have a lot to say, she didn't say this, but no, it was Elena Deladon said the only people that have problems with female basketball players, people that can't play basketball.
Yeah. Said the NBA players never say anything negative.
Nope.
I ain't say negative about it. Tell them, I just don't like NBA. I just don't watch it.
Word. You ready to get started first half?
Let's do it.
That's good.
The first half is underway.
First half, how the sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week. Before we get started, I'm Jay Hope.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy.
Forgot your name, didn't you?
Oh man, I forget a lot of shit.
Speaking of forgetting your name, where can they find you on social media?
I'm on Twitter. I'm at Weezy on Twitter.
Yeah.
IG, I'm at FSP_Weezy.
Most definitely. We on Snapchat.
I ain't got no Snap yet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Jeff, where can they find you at on social media, Jeff?
I'm on J Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
Most definitely, man. I'm J Ho. Catch me if you can.
Yeah.
Kingdoms. Open on Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter's popping.
Wide open.
Yeah.
Twitter popping, ain't it?
Good conversation.
Is Twitter coming?
Most definitely.
Twitter never left.
Twitter never left.
It slowed down, but it's right
They
there.
can take all of them to Twitter.
Would you pay for Twitter?
I'll pay for Twitter.
I wouldn't pay for Twitter.
I pay $1.99
I ain't paying
monthly subscription.
I ain't paying
Really? Yeah, you say that now, but you will. Yeah.
You know what?
If I had, I'm saying if I had to.
Yeah.
I pay $1.99 a month.
If I had to pay for any of them, it would be Twitter.
Absolutely.
Anything goes on, I just be like, let me see if it's on Twitter.
Yeah, that's it. I go straight to Twitter.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy.
That is crazy. First half, man, we're talking about the NBA Conference playoffs. Kicking it off. Celtics versus the Cavs. Celtics are down, up 2-1 in the Eastern Conference playoffs, fellas. How y'all feel about this matchup?
Man.
I was nervous until last night.
Now you good.
You know what? I'm not gonna sound good.
Yeah.
But what I saw last night, I don't know if the NBA was playing tricks on me, or
Yeah.
I really didn't see what I saw, or David Blaine was, you know what I'm saying?
Blame's definitely there.
But
Shooters make shots at home, man.
Yeah, not for sure.
no, this team ain't 30 points better than the Celtics, y'all.
Hell no.
But you got to think about it. A lot of those shots they hit last night were the same shots they had in games 1 and 2.
They shot 50% from the field.
You know what I'm saying? They just missed those shots in game 1 and game 2. It wasn't like the Celtics were keeping them off the 3-point line.
Yeah.
They can't stop Braun from driving when he wants to. Just the shooters were making shots.
Yeah, the starting backcourt counted for 3 points on the second game, and then they both responded. Hill with 13, Smith with 11.
So y'all saying if they hit shots, Celtics can't beat them?
That's the golden rule of basketball. Score more points than the next
No,
person.
I'm not saying that.
So yes,
if Cleveland hit shots, Celtics can't beat them. Celtics can't match up.
We said Cleveland was going to beat them. I think everybody.
I think the LeBron factor. Everybody went with the LeBron factor. And the Celtics. This game showed how much they needed Kyrie.
Absolutely, you need somebody that when it's not going right, they can get their own
Get a bucket. Yeah,
consistently get a bucket when they need to. And I don't know. And those young guys didn't. They haven't been here before.
That's the thing.
What's your man name? Rosette said at the end of the game, we needed this. We needed to come. We were too confident.
Too confident. Yeah, because they kicked their ass. Being undefeated at home in the playoffs this year, 1-5 on the road,
Right.
they were so confident, thinking that they were going to look the exact same way on the road as they did at home. Just didn't happen. Jaylen Brown, he averaged a dub, had 10 points last night. Didn't score a bucket into what? First half? To the second half? Come on.
Do y'all remember when Greg Monroe was like a sought after free agent?
Hell yeah. Greg Monroe.
What the hell?
Greg Monroe was a player.
What happened to Greg Monroe?
Dude, that type of basketball,
It's
extinct.
Right.
Can't hoop. Can't hoop like that no more. Let's move on to the Western Conference. The Warriors versus the Rockets. As we record this podcast, the Warriors and the Rockets are deadlocked 1-1 heading into tonight's game 3 at Oracle. Can we analyze game 2? What happened?
I'll tell you what the hell happened.
I know what the hell happened.
I know what the hell happened.
What happened?
P.J. Tucker.
Come on.
P.J. Tucker and Trevor Ariza. P.J. Tucker had 22 points. He averages 6 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Ariza averages 11 points. 11 points a game, right?
Right.
He had 19.
That's not going to happen.
Dude, you can't beat anybody with that habit.
But did y'all also see Chris Paul coaching on the floor come to full circle?
Yeah.
He coached on the floor.
I'm
You know what I'm
worried
saying?
about Chris Paul. I seen the same shit happen with Richard Sherman.
Okay.
Richard Sherman tore his Achilles in the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
He had been, questioning if he was going to actually play or not, right?
Yeah.
CP's going through the exact same thing.
Like, does he want to keep?
Does he want to keep going?
Yeah.
CP is still playing. I just hope he don't get injured, man.
Yeah.
Because you can tell he's harboring that ankle.
And he's giving Steph a hard time.
Steph is playing at 65%, man. You can tell.
No, but them boys, no Steph can't guard him.
No, they know Steph can't.
They can't hide him.
He can't laterally move.
They can't hide
Yeah,
And they switching everything. So in turn,
but
they
it's
can't
hard. You ever been to the wire? What shit? Y'all done played against me, and then we can guard him, and they just go at that shit sucks.
him. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because you
saying?
don't get to take a playoff.
Yeah, that's why I found the shit up. But Steph can't do that though.
Yeah.
now you admit that you do be fouling.
Nah, I ain't fouling you.
You be fouling like shit. I don't miss that shit. I ain't gonna miss that.
But then I just think, with them switching everything, they're gonna run into some trouble with Houston. They should still be used in the 5, maybe 6. But they're gonna have to shoot better. Steph's gonna have to play better. And KD can't keep making statements like, "We're not the juggernauts of the NBA. We're just a good team." That's a great team over there.
Yeah.
Like, how does he get away with saying that crap?
I mean,
Like, how does he get away with
That's
saying that?
that's horrible.
That's
That's who he
horrible.
is, though.
That ain't that bad.
That's horrible, dude.
That's why them boys get mentality.
We are not the juggernauts of the NBA. We're just a good team. That's a great team over there. That's horrible, dude.
You don't like that.
Nah, he shouldn't get away with saying that, man. Anyway, moving on to something I know Weezy's happy about.
Uh-oh.
The Supreme Court cleared the way on Monday for states to legalize sports betting, striking down a 1992 federal law that had prohibited most states from authorizing sports betting. The 6-3 ruling is a victory for New Jersey and other states who have considered allowing sports gambling as a way to encourage tourism and tax revenue. The NCAA, NFL, and NBA have backed the federal prohibition.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
You can't go to Vegas no more, baby.
yeah, it's pros and cons everywhere with that. It's kind of similar to that. You know, when you're watching fantasy football games and your players are in it, you watch the game totally different.
Absolutely.
And so in turn, if you have the power in your hands to bet, it would go under in the first half. With the power in your hand, it's in your phone.
Yeah.
The game will never be looked at the same. Now, I'm so excited about not being playing fantasy football next year because I get to watch the games like I watch the NBA.
You won't watch the game the same way. You won't watch Cincinnati versus Houston.
Hell no.
You won't watch that game.
Hell no. And I'm good with that because it was stressing me out, man.
This helps the NBA and Major League Baseball more than the NFL.
I agree.
It makes their regular season mean more to people who didn't really care about it. So
I knew once they found a way that the leagues will make money off of it, they'll make it legal.
But my thing is, for states who aren't with this and who are kind of saying they don't want to do this, if you're complaining about your state not having money and not generating money, how can you not get behind it?
Yeah, now you have to.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is literally a way to get your state out of a bad situation. And you telling me we're going to raise taxes? No, just bring in sports gambling. We'll be all right.
Yeah, no, that's true.
I was reading. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was reading an article already that the maker of Cash App, the thing of an app where you can bet anybody. Like, say you on there, I'm on there. You say bet 10 on the Lakers tonight.
I mean, we're already doing that.
Yeah.
We're just not saying it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying, how could it be? Get on your phone and say,
I bet. It'd be easier because in
And
turn
you
you
get
get
money.
out. Yeah, because
you still don't come regardless.
nah, for sure. Yeah, nah, for sure. The thing is that, and that's a great point. That's a great segue, Weezy, because they're gonna have to ramp up their security because of all of these things that you're betting on. It's gonna be tough, man, to keep everything secure. So they're gonna have to have some major firewalls to keep that going. But
shout out to guys in IT.
IT. Let's move on back to the NBA, man. NBA draft lottery. The ping pong balls have finished bouncing, revealing the order of the first 14 teams in the 2018 NBA draft. Now, the Suns will be picking up one overall for the first time in franchise history. First question, who should they pick?
Man.
I think DeAndre Ayton.
You think
that's a safe pick. They need
safe
that.
pick, right?
It's a safe pick for him.
Yeah. Do y'all remember?
They can't pick Luka.
You remember last year when I was saying, when we talked about draft right around this time, I said it's a kid next year going to go number one. His name Luka Doncic.
You didn't say number one at first. Keep it a buck.
What did I say?
Keep it a buck. You said top three. When I first came to the show, you said top three.
Because it was Bagley.
Yeah.
It was...
Gayton.
it was Bagley. It was Trey Duval.
Yeah.
That was high up there. And it was another kid, Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah.
So in turn, I did say you'd be top three. Most definitely.
You caught it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm worried about him.
You should be.
Yeah, I'm worried about it because a lot of pressure on him. Putting a lot of pressure on him.
How old is he?
18. 19. He'll be 19 when the season starts.
Yeah.
But yeah, now, with that draft lottery now, people are talking about a lot of trades that can happen. When you see any superstars being traded before the actual NBA draft happens.
It's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kawhi gets traded.
I think so too.
I think Kawhi gets traded for like a hero's ransom.
Yeah.
I think John Wall get traded too.
Possibly John Wall.
I know for sure Dennis Schroeder's gone.
Yeah,
I know for sure Kimba. I think Kimba will go to the Knicks for that 9th pick. Yeah.
What about Melo?
Sure. I think
Nobody's saying that contract.
I think DeRozan will be traded for the 5th pick.
Damn, they're gonna trade DeRozan.
I think they'll trade DeRozan for that 5th pick, and more. I think he'll go to Dallas.
DeMar DeRozan will go to Dallas.
Mm-hmm. I think he'll be traded.
Oh,
to
but
Dallas.
why would you?
Well, he ain't got no choice.
He ain't got no choice.
Yeah. But you got what's my man? That
West.
You got West, and you got Harrison Barnes.
Here's Barnes 3.
But still, that's the same guys.
Yeah, now I'm saying if you put him with Dennis Smith Jr.,
Right.
that's solid.
Let me tell you something about Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban ain't gonna keep losing.
Nah, hell no.
He gonna
He's gonna put a team together.
He ain't gonna keep losing.
He gets a lot of credit for putting the team together. It only happened one time.
Yeah.
He kept Dirk. He's kept Dirk around.
Yeah,
way too long. He promised Dirk that.
But what I'm saying is he hasn't built the win. He only built the winner one time.
One win. He got one win this season.
Yeah. So
it's a chip though.
Great game.
It's true. Against one of the best teams ever.
But who my Hawks gonna get?
Oh,
he's
y'all
a
gonna
Hawks
trade?
fan?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's new.
That's two teams.
Nah, but
Two teams, yeah.
Ain't
I think you guys are gonna trade
Ain't two teams.
trade
Shooters out of there.
for that to Orlando for the 6th pick, man.
So we're gonna have
Two top 10 picks.
Can you picture being? Because this is the first, right?
Yeah.
Like picture being.
We got number 3.
Yeah, a top 3 pick, top 3 NBA pick living in Atlanta.
Yeah, man.
You gotta get that man some counseling. A
Looking
mentor.
like it might be Bagley too.
He needs a mentor.
I'm telling you, Bagley ain't got a position.
You know, he'd be all right. He can go out there and get 20 and 10. That's a
I
position.
don't know about that.
That's a position. He did it at Duke, and he was 4 other people that's gonna play in the NBA.
I don't know if he can get 20 and 10 off the bat, but I don't know.
Not off the bat, but he'll average 20 and 10.
Who's the best player in the draft? Go.
Luka Doncic.
I'm going Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah,
Michael Porter Jr. is dog.
It ain't no question. You know what Michael Porter's fucking up on though?
Talk to me.
He's not letting anybody see his medical records.
He's
So in
scared
turn, I think his medical records show that his back is
It's
long
chronic.
term.
It's chronic.
It's chronic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. And if you lead up to my assumption, I'm gonna automatically think that's what's
Yeah,
going on.
for sure.
I wouldn't either, but because he'll still get drafted.
Play.
I wouldn't either.
Can play.
Mm.
I'm telling you, whoever gets him, I hope he falls to 7 to Chicago. Oh my God, I hope he falls. to- Oof.
How did Cleveland get up there with that?
That's
That's
a
the
Brooklyn
Brooklyn pick. You're right. All right, let's keep. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying because the number 1 draft pick is not important in the NBA as it is the NFL.
You're damn lying.
No, it's
I see what
not.
he's saying.
No, it's
I see
not.
what he's saying.
No,
You can get a franchise saving player after number 1.
you
Yeah.
do that in the NFL. The exact same way.
I don't think
Number
so.
1 pick is a number 1 pick.
Yeah, but you try
It's hard. It's easier for a number 1 pick to be trash in the NFL than it is in the NBA.
Because you normally go for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a quarterback is more important than just a player in the NBA. Unless
That's
you get
not true.
LeBron James,
That's not true.
he's crazy as hell.
Kyrie Irving went number 1.
And look, he's hurt every year.
Man, come on.
Oh, man. Let's keep it in
Yeah.
there.
He's crazy.
Oh, man. Sixers guard, Jerry McConnell.
Oh, Jerry.
Pittsburgh native, appeared on the Dan Patrick Show and told the story of his childhood running with Big Ben Roethlisberger. And it convinced him to stop rooting for the Steelers at one point. Quote, I met Roethlisberger a while ago when I was little, but it wasn't too good of an interaction. I do respect him as a player, but he wasn't exactly the nicest guy. I mean, he was bombarded with people, so I kind of understand, but I was in the 6th grade and I wanted to meet him.
Yeah.
And Dan asked him, did you cry? Because he asked for autographs. Did you cry? He said, I didn't cry, but it made me stop rooting for Pittsburgh for a while and I rooted for Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I was surprised that Ben was like this.
Hell no. Ben Roethlisberger is a scumbag. You know, for sure. It's hard. You know how mad you have to be a native of Pittsburgh and not be a fan of the Steelers, dog?
Keep it real.
Yeah, now
That's
you
tough.
have somebody pissed you off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know for sure. Weez, you want to tell the story about the time you got denied by Lil Wayne?
I'm
Brought
going
that
to
up. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you went for autograph?
You brought that. That's 10 years ago. My goodness.
You want to talk about it?
Fuck Lil Wayne, man.
I ain't never had no autograph. Wait,
Nah, I ain't never asked no autograph. Don't play me hot dog.
Hear me say what happened?
Lord, that money, but they caught me off guard right there.
I didn't-
You gonna tell the story or not?
Tell the story to the listeners, man.
I don't think I know the story.
Yes, you do.
I don't remember. You do?
You should do. Yeah, I do.
Well, go ahead and tell us.
So Weezy was at a club. Weezy was at a local club, and Lil Wayne was there.
Okay.
Patronizing with the fans.
Yeah, shout out
So
to
Weezy walks past
okay.
and says to Weezy,
Yeah.
all fun intended,
Yeah.
"Hey, what's up, Wayne? How you doing, man?" And he looked at Weezy and said,
He looked at him everything.
and Weezy, FSP Weezy, put his hand out. Wayne looked at his hand, kept walking.
Oh, you can't do people like that.
That hurt me.
Yeah, he can't do that.
Dang.
That hurt me.
So you spoke to him, how you doing?
But let me tell you what happened next time he walked by.
He walked back in.
He's patronizing.
Okay.
He walked by again.
Uh-huh.
And I seen it was Lito. He was in the. I said, I'm going back with Lito. So Wayne gonna walk by again. Wayne walked by again.
Yeah.
Stuck my hand out there again.
Uh-huh.
He shook it this time.
Okay.
And then I didn't let go. He walked by. So what happened in my hand? Why you check my hand first time? Oh man, security guy was tripping. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he said. So he didn't play me hot dog. He played me hot dog.
He played you hot dog.
But he apologized.
But he definitely apologized.
Shout out to you, man. You got your apology. Got your apology, though.
You held his hand tight as hell, too.
Yeah. Birdman, pray that man, Birdman. Pray that man.
This is the sports show.
Let's go back to the NBA. LeBron James' dominance carries over off the court as the NBA's top shoe seller in 2017 with his signature sneakers. Now, number 1 was LeBron James. Number 2 was Kyrie Irving. Number 3 was Kevin Durant. Number 4 was Steph Curry. And number 5 was Michael Jordan. Now, while James has the top-selling shoe, his sales, along with the entire category, has fallen off substantially. Yeah. The performance basketball sneaker arena has peaked at $1.3 billion in 2015, fell 13.6% last year. Why is that, fellas?
I got a couple of ideas with that.
Yeah.
They're making too many shoes.
Too many colors. Most definitely. That's 100% true, Jeff.
The LeBron 15 is a solid shoe.
A very good shoe. Yeah. I've never seen them do that many different colorways of a signature sneaker.
Yeah. Well, LeBron should always have a lot of colors.
Yeah, but not this. I'm telling you, it might be 25 pairs.
Easy. That's easy.
But you remember the 8s and the 7s?
I think it started around the 9s.
It started definitely around the 8s.
Yeah, 8s and 9s.
Yeah.
A bunch of colorways.
But not like this.
This is rough.
This is insane. He wear different pair of shoes every game.
And they general releases too.
Yeah.
Not like, even the special ones.
Yeah, the special ones.
But these are ones he's wearing like, and people can go buy whenever they want to.
Yeah.
I think the colorways is hurting. The price point is way too high.
Way too high.
Except for Kyrie. Kyrie's, what he's doing is awesome. But, I mean, $175 to start with.
Yeah.
Just to start with.
Yeah. But these LeBron James soldiers ain't that bad either.
Yeah, they are. Fuck LeBron James soldiers.
For sure.
Yeah,
for real.
You say fuck LeBron James soldiers.
Most definitely.
We don't speak on
we don't speak on that. I'm hot about that. But Kyrie Irving was the only top 5 player to see an increase in his sales last year. Kevin Durant, James, Steph Curry, and the non-mentioned James Harden didn't even crack the top 5, and he gave him a shit ton of money. So,
I mean, you like those shoes.
Yeah, I like the Dame Lillard.
That's right.
Yeah, those James Harden. Yeah.
What about the KDs? They ain't nothing. KD had a rough go on shoes.
Yeah, these last I don't like, but the new ones that are coming out, I like those.
I haven't liked the KD since the 4.
The best KD shoe was the one with the strap.
The 4.
Okay,
yeah. I haven't liked. I mean, there be it's a whole bunch of OKs.
Yeah,
the 4.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
it's a whole bunch.
And again, man, back to the price points. Like, I'm not paying $150 for a low top shoe like that.
That's what makes Kyrie so affordable.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes them so appealing because they're affordable. Like they're $120, $130.
That's after taxes.
Yeah, and with KD's, Paul George's, they're Paul George is 110, but the KD's are back to 150. At one time, he had started all his shoes with 99.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 2 years now. The average shoe is going to, who it is going to be $225, $250.
It's getting there.
I don't think so, man.
They tried to.
Yeah, they tried to. They did that already, and then it was like, man, because the Kobe Bryant NXTs are $220. Yeah. Like, come on, man.
But those aren't general. They're not making that many.
For sure. I don't know how anybody can hoop in those. You can literally turn those up like a cardboard. Mm-hmm. Like they can fold up like.
But I think it's also made to your foot, like a phone. Like a phone. Sure. That's just a more comfortable phone box.
Most definitely.
But the LeBron is the most comfortable shoe.
LeBron's shoe is very comfortable this year.
I don't know about Kobe though.
I don't know, man.
The 15s?
I'm telling you, put LeBron on. Though.
Which one?
The new ones. I think all his shoes are super comfortable.
The 9s
they have to because pushing around 260 pounds.
Yeah.
That makes it.
I like keep doing what you're doing, Kyrie. Let's keep those sneakers, guys.
Yep.
When Trae Young and his family met with Roc Nation Sports during the process of vetting a potential agent, there was an added twist to the presentation. A representative from the sportswear company Puma was in the room as part of the big picture pitch. The brand believes so strongly in Trae Young's star potential that they want to make him the face of Puma basketball as they look to re-enter the basketball sneaker landscape for the first time since Vince Carter's original Puma sneaker.
It's been 20 years.
Almost 20 years.
Yeah.
If you Trae Young, what do you do with this?
The bag got to be crazy. I know that they can market and pay what you want because they pay Rihanna crazy money.
Crazy money.
At the same time, that's gonna be tough, man. It's tough to get a basketball sneaker that's been out of production for almost 20 years. Mm-hmm. You don't really who do you have in the room that can put together a shoe that's been gone for 20 years?
Here's what I think that helps him though.
What's that?
The way basketball is played right now.
Come on,
his game is very relatable to what players look up to.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So he can
they
be
see what you see, Joe.
He can be what when AI did the question.
Oh, it ain't no
question.
AI
had the question in '96.
Out of this draft class, he's probably, besides Mo Bamba, is the most marketable player in the whole draft. Yeah. It's not necessarily about him. Trae Young is fine. I'm saying, can that shoe withstand what they're talking about?
You saying can that shoe stand 82 games?
Yeah, I just don't think so. And then most of the talent in this draft, look, it's all big men. Aiden, Bamba, Wendell Carter, Marvin Bagley.
But they gonna have to come with a bag though, because if they can pay Rihanna, they can pay Yo Gotti.
But it's one of those things when he's sitting at Rock Nation meeting, it's like we got the whole scope planned out for it. We got your shoe contract taken care of. We're gonna get you the biggest bag we can as a rookie. We're gonna do everything we can to get you taken care of. So that's a perfect pitch. I mean, I see why he would do it though.
Yeah, now Puma, dude, he would be the only person, and they would be focused primarily on him. They would definitely. He just wouldn't be maybe one light in the galaxy. He'd be the damn sun.
And if he goes to the Knicks, come on now.
How much I gotta pay you to sign with Puma?
To sign with Puma, I at least need $10 million a year.
And just a short contract. Give me 3 to 4 years. Give me a chance to opt out. If
and how much guaranteed?
What they good guarantee? Huh? I signed a bonus. So you talking about 5? I need a 5. I need a 5 sign. Yeah, for sure.
But I'm just saying, it's set up for him to win.
It's set up for him to win, 100%. Yeah. Before we start with halftime, let's talk about Albert Winnie Pujols. Now, there's a report.
It's 3,000
for sure. That 38-year-old Albert Pujols is actually 41. And people have always suspected that he was at least 2 to 3 years older than his Dominican birth certificate provides. If he is likely older, 41, it would explain his dominance very early in his career.
Right.
And let's not forget 2 things. When we're talking about Albert Pujols, he accomplished all of his feats fairly clean. We hadn't heard any discrepancies about what Albert Pujols did, for sure. Yeah. And he's been a great role model for young players. Yeah. He can't get caught up in anything other than flipping the bat and stuff like that. Yeah. Do you believe that Albert Pujols is actually 41 years old?
And looking.
Albert Pujols is 42.
He's looking.
It ain't no. I firmly believe that.
And it does explain why when he first came into the league, he was already a transcendent athlete.
Yeah.
Because he was already a grown-ass man.
He was a grown-ass man. Yeah, he ain't seen it all. But it makes sense with his decline. Looking so bad at 38, he looks like he's 41. He's playing like he's 41. So it makes sense. But, I mean, he's still, under contract until until 44. Yeah. He's 44 years old. So,
shout out to baseball.
But again, you get a bag. Boy, that's the sport to play. You hear me?
Shout out to Mookie Betts, man, playing.
Shout out to Mookie Betts.
Kills. He all-star this year for
that man, dude. He might get 200.
Yeah. He might
get 200.
Cash out.
Nah, for sure. Y'all ready to start with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime. We have another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. Coach Brown's a former TSU tight end and the current defensive coordinator for Hillsborough High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Shout out to the Burrows. Coach Brown will give an insight on hot topics from a former player and a current coach's perspective. Let's see what Coach Brown has to say this week.
Good evening. I am Coach Brown, and welcome to Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. We're going to jump right into it. LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're now down 2-1. I can't really count LeBron James out until a team wins 4 games on him, So can his team pull it out? Love, JR, even the mediocre George Hill showed up. Boston have enough experience to close them out. That's the big question. The pressure's more so on Boston. We're staying in NBA basketball, talking Houston Rockets, Golden State. I don't like Golden State, I'm going to be honest. I despise Kevin Durant for going to a team who put him out of the playoffs. As a man, you want to beat those guys because no one should beat Golden State. With that said, I don't like it. I don't think Houston has enough firepower to beat Golden State 4 games out of 7, which is what you have to do. They're not going to do that. Not with how they play offense. They moved the ball well the last game, but we'll see tonight. Hey, who knows? Johnny Football Manziel, yes, just signed a contract with the Canadian Football League team. So let's see if that route could possibly lead him back to the NFL, or is he done? Or is he the new Doug Flutie of the CFL? We're going to see. Moving on to the bum of the week. Couple fabricated a story of son's cancer to meet Syracuse football team. All right, I found 2 things wrong with that. First of all, they fabricated a story of their son having cancer. And 2, they did it to meet Syracuse's football team. Now, I'm not taking any shots of barbs at Syracuse's football team, but if I have a bucket list, I don't think meeting Syracuse's football team will be on my bucket list. Now, I am fond of the head coach, Dino Babers, doing a great job with the situation that he's handed at Syracuse, putting a very competitive product on the football field. But these parents, Martin and Jolene LaFrance, even started a GoFundMe page saying that their son had cancer. They needed all this money for cancer treatment. They did all of these things to meet Syracuse's football team. These parents are a bunch of sleazeballs. I'm just going to be honest. Hey, man, for that very reason, Martin and Jolene LaFrance, you guys are the bum of the week. You guys need help. And I hope you're prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Hey, I am the coach. Coach Brown, it is. Rue, and I'm gone.
And that is another installment of Coach Brown's 2-minute drill. First thing you talked about, man, not liking Kevin Durant. I can respect that. I can,
Shout out to Coach Brown for being real.
Yeah, no, for sure. I can see somebody not liking KD,
Yeah.
but he's unguardable.
Okay.
He's been cooking. Has he not been cooking?
Yeah, he's a good guy. I can argue with that.
Oh, yeah.
Ever since he's been playing with this team, he's like, you know how you go to school when you got your big brother go to school with you?
Yeah.
You can say what you want to say?
Yeah.
That's how
He got to fight for himself. Though.
Right.
Yeah, now for real. It's different. You got to fight for yourself.
Mhm.
Yeah, I ain't got no big brother. I am big brother, so I know how that feels. You feel me?
Right.
I don't want to get called. You know, it's different when you don't want to get called and you go call somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That ain't-
He can go call somebody.
Yeah.
He can go call unanimous if you got to, make it happen. You know what I mean?
Now, and then I moved on to Johnny Football, playing in the CFL, signed a 2-year deal there with Johnny Football play in the NFL.
Yes.
He's only 25 years old.
And that's the thing people forget.
I don't think so, man.
I think somebody gives him a shot in 2 years.
You know, Eric Reese still hasn't been picked up by NFL.
Of course
team?
not. Why would you pick up a talented player just because he made a stand that you don't agree with?
That's insane. Dude. He's still unemployed in the NFL. He was a top 10 safety.
That's the NFL for you, man. The shield is bigger than the player.
That's crazy. He's not even signed, man. That's mind-boggling to me. And last but not least, the cancer patient's family that wasn't even a cancer patient trying to meet the Syracuse football team. Prosecuted.
Again.
Yeah.
I agree with Coach Brown all the way around.
Yeah.
That's your goal. That's your bucket list.
Right. Syracuse
Syracuse
football,
football team.
they ain't even good.
Jim Brown walk on the field.
Hey, what Donovan McNabb? Marvin Harrison stuff.
You said it.
Shout out to Marvin Harris.
You
Shout out
said
to
it.
Marvin Harris.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Hall of
let's
Fame.
move on.
Really, let's get started with the second half. Most definitely.
The second half is underway.
Second half. FSP. Best NBA draft class since 2003, right, Jeff?
Yes, sir.
That's what we doing?
Yeah.
Where? Before we start on J-Ho.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy, what's cracking?
So, what you doing?
I'm chilling.
Chilling.
What's going on with you?
I'm good. I'm good. The 2018 NBA draft is a month away,
All
which
right.
means we are ready to overreact and have some premature evaluations for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But before we rip this current class to shreds,
Pause.
rip the current class to shreds?
Yeah.
According to LeBron James, this year's rookie class is the best since his rookie year of 2003. Now, the 2003 draft class pretty much is the gold standard for a rookie class in the modern era. It leads this era with 9 All-Stars, 2 of whom were second rounders from LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, Josh Howard. Josh Howard was a hooper, man.
Yeah, he was.
Chris Kaman, Kyle Korver,
Okay.
Dwayne Wade, David West, Mo Williams, and also Boris Diaw.
Never forget.
That's crazy.
Boris Diaw. Still, James comments got thinking, is this really the best draft class since 2003? But that's what we're here to do. We're going to start at number 10. For the last 15 years, we're going to do the best classes of NBA draft classes.
FSP style.
FSP style, always, for sure. Number 10, we'll start with the 2006 NBA draft class. Now, the superstars in this class was just one. Brandon Roy.
Oh.
Is LaMarcus Aldridge a superstar?
Fringe.
Fringe superstar, huh?
He was projected to be.
Okay,
I don't think he ever lived up to it.
okay.
Was Rondo a superstar?
We go through the All-Stars. It's LaMarcus Aldridge, Rajon Rondo, Kyle Lowry, and Paul Millsap. So any of those guys superstars?
Rondo was a superstar one time.
No.
Nah.
You know a superstar back in Boston?
Nah. He was good, though.
He was good.
He was really good.
He was
Superstar.
fun to watch.
A
He was
superstar.
the leader of that team,
Let me tell you
guys.
something. Superstar is somebody that can sell a shoe.
Irreplaceable.
If you take that person off the team is doomed for failure. If you take Rondo off that Celtics team, they're not as good as they were, but they're not doomed for failure.
Yes, they are.
Eddie House could have still got them in the playoffs.
Hell no.
Not Eddie House.
He was the backup point guard.
He was
Yeah.
trash.
He sent the tree ball. Eddie House is cool with the tree ball.
That's all he did. Like J.R. Smith.
Now, there was some.
And all that help he had, that's all Eddie House had to do.
No, for sure. Tony Allen was on
You know
that
what I mean?
team.
Come
It was
on,
much
man.
better. Now, there were quality players as well. Andrea Boyan, who went number 1. Rudy Gay, who went number 8.
That's your man.
Rudy Gay is my guy.
Yeah.
JJ Redick went number 11. And Thabo Cephalosha, who hoops in Air Max 90s,
Yeah, he does.
went number 13. And PJ Tucker,
Who hoops in every damn thing.
who is the sneaker king,
Yeah.
went 35th. Now, the biggest bust in this draft class was Adam Morrison at number 3. And the rookie of the year, can anybody guess rookie of the year from 2006?
Tell us, Ho.
Brandon Roy.
Yeah,
sure. Was that? Now, this might be the worst top 10 class as far as the 1 through 10 in NBA draft history, for sure. But if you look at with Tyrese Thomas, Adam Morrison, Sheldon Williams, Patrick O'Brien, Mohamed Sanu, eesh,
I was a Tyrese Thomas guy.
how does it still turn out pretty good with those failures?
When you got guys like Marcus Aldridge,
Yeah.
damn, Adam Morrison was there too.
Yeah.
Adam Morrison, Sheldon Williams,
Sheldon Williams, see, that hurts.
Brandon Roy,
Yeah.
even though it was short-lived,
Yeah.
that was a special talent.
Special talent. Perennial, like,
Yeah.
super duper talent.
JJ Redick was still there.
I think depth saved this 2006 draft
Absolutely.
class.
They all like all of them still having good careers now.
For sure.
Like
Yeah.
JJ Redick's having
He's a solid career.
long lasting.
Yeah.
Rudy Gay's Mr. Potential. They think
Go ahead.
they think he can start tomorrow. Anybody's team to help him out.
Yeah.
He can't though.
Rudy Gay always
Yeah.
get a contract like that.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yo, he's always come here to be that guy for
will
a team.
continue to get one. But if you look at it, Paul Millsap taking 1 pick after D. Brown.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's one of the. And Rondo being the 2nd-round pick too, right?
Yeah.
No, he was in the 20s.
Yeah.
Lowry and
Your guy was a pick, Jordan Farmer.
Jordan Farmar.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's your guy.
tough. It's a tough class,
You know
man.
how big of a Rodney Carney fan I was?
Oof. Rodney Carney was nice. He was bouncing.
Hey,
Rodney Carney was bouncing.
we're playing Paul Millsap on this night.
Paul Millsap is not a superstar. He's in the right spot.
In Atlanta, he was a superstar. No, going off what you just said. If you take them off that team,
Ain't no
And
way
Al
in hell.
Horford is a bigger player.
Ain't
He was
no-
a superstar.
Al Horford was
Yeah.
on the same
I
team.
forgot that whole thing. I thought it was just Josh Smith. I forgot
No,
all that.
no.
Come on,
Josh
Josh Smith
Go.
wasn't even on the
Yeah,
team.
he was good. You got them
DeMar
two-
Carey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boy, too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was
Sorry,
T.
bastard.
Yeah.
Short. Yeah.
Mhm.
That was rough.
Yeah, so that's number 10. Let's move on to number 9. 2014.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Now, we can honestly sit and say there's a superstar here.
Mhm.
Joel Embiid.
It's 2018 now. He just knows what I'm playing. But go ahead.
Yeah, but that's true.
That's a good point.
That's a-
Right?
that's
That's a
years
good
later.
point.
My
Really
goodness.
Really good point. The All-Star. It's only one All-Star. Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
As far as quality players, so you got Jabari Parker, you got Andrew Wiggins, you got Aaron Gordon, you got Julius Randle, you got Clint Capella, you got Dario Saric,
Yeah.
you got Zach LaVine,
Yeah.
you got Gary Harris,
Yeah.
and at 41 you have Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
So quality players are very high in this draft. It's just still that came out in 2014. Now we go to the biggest bust.
Yeah.
Nick Stauskas at 7,
Mm-hmm.
Noah Vonleh at 8. Noah Vonleh, I thought he was gonna be a player.
Yo, I remember this draft, right?
Me too.
I remember, I wasn't the biggest college basketball watching guy, especially until I got on the show. Right?
Mhm.
I've always admitted that since Memphis lost the damn free throws.
Mhm.
Sorry, my bad, y'all. My bad. But this was the draft I remember hearing the word tank more than any I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
People thought this was like a transcendent draft. They thought Wiggins and Parker,
Yep.
and those were guys that were changing your franchise.
For sure.
Man, what a difference for you.
Oh no, for sure. Mega hype. This is a mega hype. Can anybody remember the rookie of the year? From this
Tell
year?
us, ho. I just like saying that.
Michael Carter Williams.
Yeah, man.
Carter Williams.
That's crazy, man. Super hype draft class.
Yeah.
Um,
I was put that ball up.
hey,
This is me.
I would say this is might be one of the biggest. Like, if you look at this class, I thought at least it was gonna be 8 perennial All Stars in this
We
class.
got to come back 3 years from now to this one.
Yeah,
For
this,
sure.
this
3
draft
years.
class right here, it was supposed to be a really good draft class, but it's
Yeah.
just all potential. Looks like it.
This is hoping a top ever draft class.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Aaron Gordon. He just what he does. He just dunks.
No, Aaron Gordon can play. He just plays in Orlando. It's very hard to look good in Orlando.
Andrew Wiggins don't play hard.
Nah, Andrew Wiggins, yeah.
Jabari Parker.
They finna blow that whole Minnesota.
That whole team finna blow it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Let's say Jabari Parker, he ain't who we thought he was.
Hell no.
It's injuries though. Don't do Jabari Parker like that now.
No, he can hoop.
Yeah,
no. But I'm saying I thought Jabari Parker was going to be the next Paul Pierce.
But he hasn't had a chance to be
too. He got a body like Paul Pierce.
Yeah, no, for sure.
He hasn't had a chance.
Yeah, but clearly, I think Nikola Jokic, besides Joel Embiid, is the best player in this whole draft class. Right now.
Clint Capella's up there too.
Clint Capella's okay.
Yeah, he's up there.
He's playing with CP. Yeah. Let's just keep it above.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
DeAndre Jordan got up there because he played with CP
Tyson
too.
Chandler, David West.
Come on now.
Look at Julius Randle is just now starting to flourish.
No, for sure.
4 years later.
I don't know about flourish.
Yeah, he's 18.
Yeah, his best year.
His best year. Yeah, for sure.
That's why I said we come back 3 years.
Come back for sure.
To this draft class.
A lot of talent.
And Joel Embiid is still a rookie.
Yeah.
It's still a process, man.
Yeah. That was always seen as a strength in this group. In hindsight, it just looks missteps. I can't believe Wiggins doesn't look as good as I thought he was going to.
That's crazy. One more thing about Joel Embiid, and I'm done. He got drafted 2014. He's still playing an All-Star Friday night. He's still playing Friday night this year.
Yeah, he did play in the rookie. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what happened when you don't play two.
Yeah.
First 3 years.
Injuries got this class.
Yeah,
for real. You look
That's
at Jabari, Joel, Aaron Gordon, Exum.
Yeah.
Exum
is going to be solid.
Exum's going to be solid. Yeah, for sure. Let's move on to number 8. 2015. So, we have some superstars. Would you say Karl Anthony Towns is a superstar?
Fringe. Close. I don't think we have one in this class.
I think superstar.
I don't think we have one.
Now, Kristaps Porzingis is a superstar.
I don't think we have one in this class.
Ooh, I take.
Yeah. Not yet. What has he done?
He's an all-star.
He's definitely an all-star.
You count the injuries right now.
What has he done?
If you count the injuries, you got.
What has he done?
Injuries part of the game, don't you?
He don't really like the Zinger like that. He really like.
He proved
2 All-Stars. 3 toys ACL.
Before that, I hit you before that. Them random Tuesday night games.
Joel Embiid missed those same random Tuesday night games. You didn't have half the heat.
It's the process.
You
gotta trust the process.
You like the process more than you like the Zinger. I get that.
It's all right.
So some quality players in this draft class for sure. With D'Angelo Russell, you got Devin Booker, you got Miles Turner, you got Kelly Oubre, Weezy's boy, you have Scary Terry Rozier, you got Josh Richardson. This class is one and done draft classes. Still kind of early to judge these guys, but we know how good Karl Anthony Towns is. We know how good the Zinger is, and we know for damn sure how good Devin Booker is.
Do we know how good D'Angelo Russell is?
Do we know how good Devin Booker is?
Yeah, we know exactly how good Devin Booker is.
Okay, Devin Booker put the ball in the bucket.
Yeah, nah, for sure. It's the biggest bust, though. Look at Emmanuel Mudiay.
Whew.
I thought Emmanuel Mudiay was going to be a player.
That was either you or Coach Lock guy. One of y'all that was
Coach Lock for sure. I like Mudiay too, though. But it was definitely Coach Lock. And Jaleel Okafor, who is Greg Monroe.
That was your guy.
No, he wasn't.
The NBA just passed him by.
No, man. Come on. Devin Booker is my guy in this draft class. Stanley Johnson is my guy.
I'm going to call Lock. I think that was your
Stanley
guy.
Johnson is my guy.
Stanley Johnson your guy.
Yeah, for sure. But and you look at Mario Hezonja, who also was my guy. He's struggling to find minutes because you have a lot of players on that team.
You got to basically remake your body. Is the way you play the game.
Yeah.
I'm saying West is a bust on this thing. We're not really saying it. Tyus Jones is a bust.
Nah. If you're going to talk about, if you're looking at a bust right now, Justice Winslow is not even starting anymore.
No, Justice Winslow ain't a bust. I see Justice Winslow getting buckets. He's on the right squad.
He may not be starting, but he's put up quality.
I'm just saying, if you take Tyus Jones doesn't even start.
Tyus Jones, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Play.
Tyus Jones?
That's what I'm saying. But he was drafted 23rd.
He should have stayed in college.
Yeah, he should have stayed in college. But the offensive games of Emmanuel Mudiay, Stanley Johnson, and Justice Winslow have all raised enormous alarms.
Is his brother better than him?
Yeah. But it's some steals late in the draft. You got Norman Powell, you got Josh Richardson. So I wouldn't say, again, we'll probably have to revisit 2015 in 2 or 3 years just to see how well some of these quality players end up.
How big of a bag Terry Rozier finna get?
He's going to get a 70, 80 for sure.
Yeah. Gosh. Not in Boston, though.
And the rookie of the year of this class was?
Tell us, ho!
Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
For sure. Let's move on to number 7. We have the 2010 draft class.
This
It's getting spicy now. Some superstars. Is John Wall a superstar? You better damn know it.
Yeah.
You better damn know it. John Wall's a top 10 player in this league. Number 10, but he's a top 10 player in the NBA. Number 10.
I don't know about that.
How many point guards are there top 10 leagues?
5?
You name it.
Yeah.
You got 5 top 10 point guards in the league. But five of the top 10 players in the league is a point guard. And he's the fifth one.
Yeah. And he not the fifth one. That's what I'm trying to
So
say.
he's number 6 of the point guard list. So 6 of the top 10 players in the league is a point guard.
No. Top 10. Yeah, 5 of them. Yeah, 5. For sure. You got Kyrie. You got Steph Curry. You got Russell Westbrook. You got John Wall. And you have Dame Lillard. Now, he's better than 3 of those guys, though.
So Chris Paul?
Huh? No, hell no. Only person he ain't better than is Steph Curry and Chris Paul. And that's where the buck stops.
You mean to tell me?
Ain't no question. I'm starting 18 tomorrow. You know that.
Let's move on.
You know if you start a team tomorrow, you picking John Wall over Russell Westbrook.
Damn lying.
That's why you ain't got no GM job.
Damn lying.
But let's go to the superstars.
It's-
DeMarcus Cousins is a superstar. When you say
Yes.
is Paul George a superstar?
Absolutely.
Yes. Ain't no question. Ain't no damn question Paul George is a superstar. We'll see next year.
I didn't say
No. I was just saying.
I didn't say a word, brother.
And the All-Star.
I mean, superstar.
Is Gordon Hayward a superstar?
No.
He's good, though.
He's damn good.
He's damn good, though. But he's an All-Star. So quality players. Evan Turner, who went number 2.
I mean, cut you off. I think you ask that question next year when he gets to play next year.
Yeah.
You can say he's a superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just not playing this year.
Most definitely.
Paul George might not be a superstar next year.
We'll see. Yeah. With quality players, you got Evan Turner. You got Eric Bledsoe. You got Avery Bradley. Hassan Whiteside, who went 33rd. And you got Lance Stevenson at 40. So, the biggest bust? Wesley Johnson at 4. Ekpe Udoh from Baylor at 6.
That was crazy.
Sheesh.
Derek Favors was a solid pick.
Derek Favors is solid. He got paid too.
Yeah.
Greg Monroe as well. Solid players. This 2010 draft class was either John Calipari's first finest hour, or this was the thing that started the recruiting tool for everybody to come to Kentucky to be one and done.
What about Ed Davis?
Ed Davis was a player.
Just picture a team with John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins on the same damn team.
And Eric Bledsoe.
We might see.
It's crazy.
I'm just saying in college they had to play against
Pat was on that team. He was in that draft class.
Man.
Yeah, so if you look at it, you can't judge this draft class too quickly because Gary Neal and Landry Fields were on the all-rookie first team. So I bet you hadn't heard those names.
Yeah.
Sure. So it got tricky for them. So that's
Landry Fields.
Life
came to Landry Fields.
Very fast. Very fast. He was really good in New York for a year and a half.
Yeah.
Then he goes to Toronto, gets paid, vanishes.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, he just vanished.
Yeah.
Number 6.
All right.
The 2008 draft class. We got some superstars here.
We sure do.
Yeah, we got Russell Westbrook.
We sure do.
And Derrick Rose.
Yep.
Some All-Stars with Kevin Love, Roy Hibbert, DeAndre Jordan, and Goran Dragic went 45th.
Mm-hmm.
And there were some quality players. This is one of them. Michael Beasley at 2. Gallinari at 6. Eric Gordon at 7. Brooke Lopez at 10. You got Ryan Anderson at 21. Courtney Lee at 22. Serge at 24. Nick Batum at 25. This was one of those draft classes when you look and you say, ooh.
You can fill the roster with this draft.
No,
you got some players.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. This class seemed destined for greatness from one time or another.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Mario Chalmers in this draft class.
And then you look
NBA
at
champion.
Yes, NBA champion. Starting point guard.
Yeah.
Look at OJ Mayo. It's one of our busts. That's my guy. It was. Now this is an argument. Listen, this is the funny thing about this argument.
Yeah.
I was arguing that OJ Mayo was better than James Harden at one time.
You were.
And it was an argument that people were like, "You do got a point."
Yeah.
That's how much of a fall off that was
at the time.
At the
Yeah,
time,
you're right.
it was crazy.
Look at those first 4 players though.
Woo.
D Rose 1.
Yeah.
Beasley 2. Mayo 3. Russell 4. Man, them walking buckets.
Crazy.
Crazy. Coming into the
Jerry Bayless at 11.
Yeah.
I thought Jerry Bayless was going to be transcending. I knew Joe Alexander was going to be a bust though.
I think one of the Lopez twins going to be an all-star for us over.
They were already.
Obviously, you ain't got them on the list.
No, I'm saying Brooke Lopez, they're done. I'm saying they're already done.
You think so?
Yeah, they're 30 years old.
I think Brooke has played his best basketball.
Brooke his best basketball is behind him.
Yeah.
For sure.
Robin still may sneak and have a solid year because his game may mature a little better than Brooke. But I think Brooke is
Here's the crazy thing. Westbrook was just a 3-star recruit in high school. He ended up probably be the best player in his whole class.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's so basically, I know high school kids are listening to this. High school rankings don't mean anything.
Keep pushing.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Pushing.
But I would say Jordan.
Let him do what he wants.
I'll let you finish.
I said it again.
Yeah, no, for sure. No. So if you got like DeAndre Jordan and Goran Dragic were home run picks in the second round,
Absolutely.
That gets him to number 6 for sure. Any discrepancy, one with 10 through 6.
No, all bias aside, I think 6 is going to be higher when we do this again.
We'll see.
I think 7 is going to be higher.
7 got.
Lower.
7 is going to be lower.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's move on to number 5, which is the 2017 draft class. No All-Stars as of yet. Should have been Ben Simmons this year.
Should have been, yeah.
But quality players. You got Jason Tatum at 3. You got Lauri Markkanen at 7. Dennis Smith Jr. at 9. Zach Collins at 10. Donovan Mitchell at 13. And that's basically with Kyle Kuzma as well at 27. So, as far as the biggest bust so far, and granted, these kids have only played in 82 games. Jonathan Isaac, bad. But he's a preacher now.
Yeah,
he preaches.
In the pool pretty much.
I mean, he's still on the team.
Yeah.
He's getting the offer money now.
Say the teammate didn't show up.
Yeah, teammates
They showed to the sermon.
Yeah.
That's right there.
But you look at this, it's a tough class.
That's crazy.
But it's a lot of depth in this class.
Almost definitely.
Just think if Lonzo Ball turns it around, Markelle Fultz turns it around, Josh Jackson,
He was about 3 games away from being on this bus. Markelle Fultz.
Oh man, get out of
Get
here.
high.
Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, shout to Bam.
For sure. It's a bunch of good players. You got late players, Semi Ojeleye, Sterling Brown, just to name a few, that will develop, and we'll look back, do this 2 years from now, and this 2017 class could be one of the best, for sure. It's a lot of depth.
There's 3 All-Stars on this team, for sure.
Give me 3.
Jason Tatum's going to be an All-Star.
For sure.
Donovan Mitchell's going to be an All-Star.
Lauri Markkanen. I think Lauri Markkanen is going to be a player. Dennis Smith Jr.
I wanted to say him. I don't know.
Lonzo Ball be All-Star.
There you go.
Hot. That thing hot.
He'll be All-Star.
Soon.
Yeah, within 2 years.
Ooh.
Within 2 years.
If you get the king on this team next year.
Ooh, in the West. I needed that. Ooh. Jim, you down 3 bets. Talk to me.
Yeah, I got 2 years for this one. My word, we ain't been nowhere. You been, sick and shut in, man. Sick and shut in. I didn't say just sick. I said sick and shut in.
I'm sick and shut in. I'll be damned.
Number
Number 4.
I'm happy to see you.
Yeah, no, for sure. Most definitely happy to be back.
You know what I mean?
Number 4.
It's good. It's a goal right here.
2007. Let's go with the superstars. Kevin Durant. All-Stars. Al Horford.
Solid.
Mike Conley.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very good.
Joakim Noah. Very done. But he was an All-Star Defensive Player of the Year. And at number 48, the 48th pick in the 2007 draft class was Marc Gasol.
Right.
So there were some quality players. Corey Brewer, who had 50 points in the game. Thaddeus Young, who went 12. Rodney Stuckey. Swaggy Nick Young. Wilson Chandler. Aaron Aflalo. Bunch of solid players. Yeah. But there were more busts than it was really good players.
Good roster guys in this draft.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Greg Oden went number 1. Chris, shout out to Chris and Brown. Yi Jin Lam went number 6. That was his guy. He said he's going to be the next.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
He did not.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it.
I know.
Brandon Wright.
Yeah.
Who went 8th.
Yeah.
You are what you are.
This draft will always be remembered as Kevin Durant versus Greg Oden. Yeah. And it seemed like, if you look at it now, hindsight, it's like 10 years ago. Yeah. It's like, it was a really close argument, y'all.
I mean, but Portland gets blamed for this, but they couldn't have taken Durant when they had Brandon Roy.
Yeah, they could have. You're damn lying.
No.
Yes, they could have.
You couldn't have.
Yes, yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you a GM, you was looking at that, like, I got my ball dominant player, let me give me a 5.
No,
you knew that.
Now you need
that was in the same
transcendent. Greg Oden. Who would have thought that Mike Conley would outlast Daquan Cook and Greg Oden? That's insane.
Let's talk real quick. Mike Conley gets paid like a superstar.
Oh, he got $138 million.
He was but
I mean, he's a player though.
They could have drafted Kevin Durant though. I mean, they could have, but this was before super teams, right? So
They were in the same spot they were in when Jordan happened. The exact same spot.
Exact same spot. And they missed out on KD. Woo! I know they're sick about that. But you got long-time pros in this class. And most of you people that you see are underappreciated stars like Marc Gasol, like Mike Conley. Now he gets enough.
I don't think he's underappreciated.
I don't think
we all love swaggy people for the wrong.
Nick Young,
not for basketball.
Nick Young, J.R. Smith.
Nick Young or J.R. Smith. Give me J.R.
You know what? No, you know what?
Give me J.R.
No. He got
Six man in a year.
He got a point. Pause.
J.R. Smith won 6 man in a year.
Yeah, but
Nick Young is not
I
one.
promise you, Nick Young can shoot better than J.R.
J.R. Smith can defend, bro.
Yeah.
Nick Young ain't never played defense. Dude, he played defense against James Harden in game 2, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, I've never seen Nick Young play defense like that. Like he was strapping up."
Today's NBA, I'd rather have somebody to shoot than play defense.
Yeah, Nick Young's defense is buns.
Quietly, couldn't the 2008 draft class be above this one? Quietly.
If you look at superstars, there's only one superstar in each.
Well,
there's more all-stars.
D-Rose was, at his time, a superstar.
Yeah, for sure, but there's more all-stars in 2007.
Nobody in 2008 can guard Kevin Durant.
Nobody in 2007 can guard prime D-Rose or Russell Westbrook.
I don't know. Corey Brewer.
Mike Conley's cold.
Where
is Marc Gasol? You got a defensive player of the year. You got 2 defensive player of the year.
You got DeAndre Jordan.
He ain't one defensive player of the year.
Well, I'm saying he plays defense. I'm just saying he plays defense.
But is he better than Marc Gasol? Hell no.
No, you're not picking.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying. Roy Hibbert in his day could guard Marc Gasol.
Hell no.
In his day.
You know, Roy Hibbert had 1 year. That was 1 year.
That's his day.
That's not.
That's his day.
DeAndre Jordan's been good for 2 years, 3 years. Marc Gasol's been good for 5, 6 years.
Caleb and Marc Gasol. Caleb and Al Horford can battle.
They battle.
They battle.
You got Mike Conley, you got Noah, you got Gasol.
I got JaVale McGee. I got some bodies I can run. We can. I'm just saying we can argue.
It is.
That's all.
I just think the longevity of this 2007 class lasts longer than the longevity of the 2008 class.
We do this post production. I think it's an argument though. This is the argument. It's the only argument I have about this.
And it makes sense. Yeah. For sure. It's a good argument. For sure. Number 3, 2012. Now starts from superstars. Anthony Davis is a for real superstar.
Hands down.
I don't agree that Dame Lillard is a superstar. I don't think he's a superstar. I think he's just a good player.
Oh.
I don't think Dame Lillard is a superstar.
Jazz, come on, man.
I can
You
rock
feel what I'm saying?
I can't.
Yeah, I don't think so. Draymond Green's a superstar though.
That if you're gonna take Dame Lillard, I've got to take Draymond.
You can't compare. You can't make that statement then say that.
If they both on, they both off.
No, this is what I'm trying to tell you. Draymond Green, he averaged 7 points a game, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Both on and both off.
If you take Draymond Green, he's more valuable than a lot of players on that Golden State team, man.
That's what I'm saying to you. If you start a team, you take Draymond Green over Damian Lillard.
Yeah. Damian Lillard is not for me. He's not for me.
Let's just say that.
Yeah, he's not for me.
You say we just say that.
Yeah,
He's just not for me. Yeah, no, for sure. Some other All-Stars mentioned. Bradley Beal at number 3. Andre Drummond, who went number 9. Quality players. Waiters Island, number 4.
My guy. That's my guy.
That's your guy.
Yeah.
Harrison Barnes went number 7. You got Chris Middleton, who went 39. Mm-hmm. Some of the biggest busts. One of my misses was Thomas Robinson going number 5. And Weezy's boy John Jenkins went 23.
Oh, that hurt me.
That hurt. For sure. The rookie of the year, this class, Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard, for sure. Everybody knew that Anthony Davis was going to be the transcendent talent of 2012. Mm-hmm. Who would have known that, Andre Drummond, Draymond Green being 35th, Dame Lillard is 6th, even Brad Beal, Harrison Barnes. You would say this is a heavy class early, and then it falls off a little late. Because, we got Will Barton who can play a little bit. But
it's a solid NBA.
It's a solid class.
It's a solid class. A very solid class. Austin Rivers, solid.
Austin Rivers has developed into a player.
Yeah.
May not be a top.
They laugh at me when I say that.
Yeah, he's developed into a player, man.
Oh, have mercy. Twice seen his underclass Knicks.
Yeah, it gets crazy. But what really sets the draft apart with people like Draymond Green, Chris Middleton, Jay Crowder, and your boy Kyle O'Quinn, that's your man, and don't ever forget that.
I just say he's a solid NBA player.
It's a really good. It's a really good.
It's not my guy. Austin Rivers is my guy.
Austin Rivers, that's my guy. That's a good kid. I like that kid. Number 2.
Played 2 years in college, though.
Definitely should have played 2 years ago. We got number 2.
Yeah.
We got the 2009.
There we go.
Superstars. Now, Blake Griffin's a superstar. When you say that?
Yeah.
No.
That's Mr. Kia, dude. You jumped over a car. You jumped over a car, Jeff.
I think we use the word superstar a little too free.
No,
that's all I'm saying.
Nah,
that's all I'm saying.
He's a franchise.
If you arguing that Dame Lillard could be,
I didn't argue. I said I agree with you.
You said Draymond's not.
But you said I said if you leave the Draymond on, you gotta put Dame on. That's all I said.
He's a superstar, bro.
Okay.
But you have him a superstar over DeMar DeRozan?
DeMar DeRozan's a superstar to me too.
Oh, okay. You just
yeah, for sure. Of course, James Harden.
I think you have two superstars in this group: James Harden, Steph Curry, and a lot of All-Stars.
No, DeMar DeRozan's a superstar, fam. He just plays with Kyle Lowry. No, for sure. Hey, DeMar DeRozan can play, dog.
Superstars don't get benched in the fourth.
That's his coach's decision.
He was playing crap.
Nah, that's coach's decision.
He was
For
playing
sure.
crap.
Quality players.
Mm-hmm.
Tyreek Evans, who went 4. Ricky Rubio, who went 5.
Mm-hmm.
Got Brandon Jennings, who went 10. Ty Lawson, Jeff Teague, who went 19. Taj Gibson going 26. Patrick Beverly at 42. Danny Green 46. Patty Mills at 55.
Shout out to the Spurs.
The biggest bust. Seems to be number 2. And the Rookie of the Year.
Who was the Rookie of the Year, Home?
Tyree Evans. If you would have told me he was a beast that first year, 17, 5, and 5. Yeah.
Fresh out of Memphis.
This class wasn't supposed to shine like I was. Like how it currently is.
Yeah,
You
nobody.
right there.
I don't think
for
nobody
sure.
coming out.
Hell no.
Nobody saw none of these players coming out like this.
Besides Blake Griffin.
Besides
he was
Blake.
down.
It was people like Tyreek out of Memphis, though.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Nobody thought James Harden.
That's what I'm saying. Harden,
Steph
Curry.
I didn't think Steph was going to be who he was.
Hell no. DeMar DeRozan? Nobody ever thought DeMar DeRozan would average 27 points a game in the NBA.
You're right.
Hell no. And you got Drew Holiday, who we didn't even mention. Dude is the most underappreciated wing in the NBA besides Mike Conley. And then you have disasters like Johnny Flynn and Hasheem Thabeet. So,
Yeah, but you also got players on this team like
Rubio.
Danny Green's a player.
And you got Tyreek Evans.
Think about Minnesota that draft, though.
Okay.
They took Rubio and Johnny Flynn.
Rubio's nice, too.
Before Steph.
Now, Steph did say that he would not come to Minnesota. He did not want to go there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can draft you.
They can draft you, for sure. But, I mean...
Brandon Jennings let this, he let this class down.
Brandon Jennings let this class down, for sure. And that's my guy, too.
He's supposed to be right there. He let this class down.
He let the hood down.
He get his NBA legs back, though.
Get his NBA legs back. 20 Achilles.
Yep.
Yeah, man. For sure. It's just with injuries, it kind of sways, because if you look at it, Brandon Jennings is supposed to be a player. Darren Collison, Pat Bev is Pat Bev.
Pat Bev is Pat Bev.
Pat Bev is Pat Bev.
You hate him if he's not on your team. Love him if he's on your
Love
team.
him if he's on your team. Yeah. And the number 1.
Oh.
This is right. This goes without saying. It's 2011, right? Is there any argument that 2011 is the best draft class since 2003? I have an argument to sit and say that this class may end up being better than 2003.
I don't see how.
Oh, hell no.
I'll tell you why. So you have Kyrie Irving, you have Kawhi, you have Jimmy Butler, you have Klay Thompson, you have Kemba, you have Isaiah Thomas. All have been all-stars.
Right.
What hurts this team, this draft class, is with their quality players, they're all mostly role players. With Enes Kanter, Tristan Thompson, Jonas Valanciunas, the Morris twins, Tobias Harris, who can play. Kenneth Faried hurt them. Brandon Knight can play. Kenneth Faried falling off hurt them.
Yep.
Reggie Jackson
got a hot take for this class.
Talk to me.
When you don't want to cut you off when you finish.
Yeah, if you look at this team, if Derek Williams plays the way Derek Williams is supposed to play, this class was destined for greatness. He went 2. He don't even play in the NBA no more.
Right. Here's what I think hurts this class.
Talk to me.
Kimber, Isaiah, Jimmy, and Klay. Although they're still very good players,
right,
even borderline great players, I think we've seen their best season already.
Not Klay.
Mm-hmm. He's not going to go anywhere. He's not going to lead that team. He's not going to lead that team. So he's going to be the 3rd or 4th option forever for the rest of his life.
Yeah. He can't put a ball on the floor, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Clay.
Jimmy Butler, his game is not going to. I don't see him going to another level. I think we've seen the best Jimmy Butler has to offer. Isaiah's not going to be healthy.
So with 2003, you got how many Hall of Famers? Bosh, Wade,
you got 4.
Braun,
CP3.
Yeah. So Kyrie will be a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Kawhi will be a Hall of Famer. Clay will be a Hall of Famer.
Yes, when you're dead.
Jimmy Butler will be a Hall of Famer.
Maybe. It's not yet, though. Like, if he stopped right now, he's a Hall of Famer. Like right now, you could say LeBron, Carmelo, D-Wade, Chris Bosh. Right now, they don't play another game.
They're 15 years in.
Okay, but then
these guys are 70.
If they don't play another game right now, Kyrie,
for sure. Kawhi, for sure.
Yeah.
Clay, for sure.
Pretty much. Now, anybody else, if they don't play another game, can you say they're going to be like
I'm telling you. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's how I'm saying. If you don't play another game.
And that's where that's where the argument goes, because if Jimmy, it's up to Jimmy. It's up to Jimmy.
Yeah.
Nobody else can do it because Zeke.
Kimba? Yeah, you make an argument for Jimmy, you got to make an argument for Kimba.
Yeah, but this is the thing. If Kimba, I think if you want to talk about we've seen the best of, I think we've seen the best of Kimba unless he gets with a team where he can continue.
That's the scary part. I just don't know if anybody takes a chance on him.
Yeah. Jimmy is the person who I could see somebody needing and him pushing the chance.
That Minnesota team should have worked.
Yeah.
That should have worked. I don't understand why they're debating about blowing it up so quickly.
Yeah.
That should have worked.
You got Jan Vesley who went 6. Jimmy Fredette 10. That hurt him. I thought Jimmer was gonna be a player.
Young Jimmer. He was Shumpert.
The Jimmer.
Shump. That's dumb.
Each-one more?
Yeah.
I like Each-one more.
I
like his game.
Each-one plays at the center for sure.
Corey Jones? I'm an Each-one
Corey Jones
player.
Yeah. Most definitely. Let us know what y'all think, man. Those classes, I seriously think that 2011 class will be one to reckon with if Kimba. Okay, what if Kimba and Jimmy Butler both end up maintaining this 5-6 more All-Star appearances?
Mm-hmm. I don't think they can. Though.
But I'm saying that'll be 5. Because Clay is going to maintain because he's going to be on a good team.
Jimmy's got to leave the West.
If you can say that, what Isaiah Thomas?
Isaiah Thomas not going to be in a situation where he can be an All-Star.
You don't know that.
I hope that's my guy.
Hope so. I hope he goes somewhere weak. I hope he goes back east to a team that could use him. But I don't know where he's going to go.
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler's got to leave the West.
He's got to leave. Yeah. And that's what's going to hurt you with Lonzo.
Yeah. I think so?
Yeah, for the next 2 you said in 2 years.
2 years.
Woo!
People going to get out the way.
No, ain't nobody going to be in the way. Chris Paul will always be in the way. Russell Westbrook will always be in the way.
Chris Paul got 1, maybe 2 years left. That's what I'm banking on. That's what
I'm trying to tell you.
That's what Spotty's stepping in.
Dame Lillard is going to be there.
Devin
Booker is going to be there.
I think his popularity is higher than Devin Booker.
I agree.
That's all I'm saying. So
that means he would have to be a starter then. He won't be a starter.
And he'll be close.
We'll see.
That's all I'm banking. I ain't banking on no.
Yeah.
Just get this straight.
Right.
I'm not banking on the coaches saying Lonzo Ball in 2 or 3 years is going to be able to be an all-star. But his popularity in the next 2 to 3 years, I think he can get. I know it's not the whole vote, but his votes plus his play could possibly get him in there. Yeah.
Good to be back, fellas.
Man, good to have you, man.
Man, most definitely, man, for sure. I ain't seen you guys. Seen the whole room, man, since in a couple of weeks. I ain't seen the whole room.
Gotta answer the phone.
Yeah, nah, it's all good. That's how y'all do, though.
You said something right there, Jeff. I'll say
sure. Most definitely. Let us know how we get with those top 10.
I swear to God, we want the grass. I promise you.
That's the grass you don't want to see. You don't want to see that grass. Tweet us with questions during the show at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend. Out of practice. To tell a friend about this Full Sport Press podcast, man. Weezy.
Oh my goodness, he's off his game today.
Most definitely.
Camera's on his own, bro.
Another Revolution with me podcast. We out.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.